fast-tracked the success, right? No, not quite. I was released in 2001, the first time I was released by WWE. It was really hard, actually, because I really didn't know what to do. William Regal told me this is a chance to learn. This is a chance to go travel the world, find who you are as a wrestler, and find who you are as a person. So I went back to the Indies and touring in Japan. But soon after that, in 2003, Bryan Danielson made his triumphant return to WWE. Well, sort of.
Bryan Danielson from Aberdeen, Washington.
I returned for some one-off matches on WWE's weekend shows. Sunday Night Heat, Velocity.
I like this too. Look at that. Nice monkey flip. Well, you know, this Bryan Danielson is a very accomplished young man. We've seen him in the past, and he's very, very good.
I didn't really have a goal other than it was good exposure on TV. And one of these matches happened to be against a young up-and-comer named John Cena. Surely this would be my big break, right? A lot of guys would have parlayed competitive matches on Heat and Velocity into being signed full-time to WWE, but that's not how things turned out. It's like my wife Bree likes to say, if anything was easy for me, I wouldn't be Daniel Bryan. But before I could become Daniel Bryan, I was Bryan Danielson. And as Bryan Danielson, I went on quite the run through the Indies. Over the course of 7 years, I won my first World Championship and had some amazing matches against guys who went on to become major WWE superstars. Guys like Seth Rollins, Cesaro, all sorts of guys all over the place. A lot of hardcore fans even say these were some of the best matches of my career. Personally, I credit these matches and opponents for helping me build the foundation I would later need to make it as a WWE superstar. Fans on the indie scene weren't the only ones who took notice, because in 2010, WWE re-signed me and Daniel Bryan was officially born. My name is Daniel Bryan. I've been wrestling all over the world, and finally, I have an opportunity here in the WWE. Although much like childbirth, as I've heard from my wife, this was also a somewhat painful experience. I came back as part of NXT, which wasn't like the NXT that you know and love today. At the time, NXT was a reality show with rookies and pro mentors. Unfortunately, my pro was The Miz.
People say that you're great, that you're a star, that you're ready for the WWE. Do you think you're ready?
Yes I do.
Well, one thing you have to learn about the WWE is you have to expect anything.
I guess in Miz's mind, beating a little bit of respect into his NXT rookie.
Believe it or not, we didn't get along very well back then either. I think the most ridiculous thing we had to do in NXT was the obstacle course. Okay, so you're gonna do the monkey bars. Then we go in the ring and juggle. Then you're gonna see how fast you can drink soda. Side note, it was actually supposed to be a hot dog eating contest. When they realized I was vegan and they didn't have any vegan hot dogs, they turned it into a soda drinking contest.
I didn't know vegans could drink soda.
Not drinking all.
I hadn't drank any soda in years. Think, watching that on TV, a grown man just drinking soda from a cup. That's it. Despite that, I did have the tremendous opportunity to show the WWE Universe what I was capable of when I got to face the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho. I loved watching Chris Jericho from the time I was in high school, the stuff that he did in WCW, being able to go against the World Champion on NXT on the first show. Win, lose, or draw, that elevates you, and I was very thankful for that opportunity. You would think a high-profile match with the World Heavyweight Champion would solidify my status in WWE, right? Nope. Just a few months later, I was released. For those of you keeping track at home, this was the second time I was released by WWE. I thought this time I might be done with WWE for good. But not long after my release, I returned at SummerSlam. When WWE called me, they said, hey, if you want to come back, that's for the main event of SummerSlam. Main event eventing SummerSlam, it's just super cool. Old school pay-per-views still holds special meaning. Not long after SummerSlam, my strained relationship with The Miz picked up right where it left off.
Let me tell you something. I'm the pro. I am the talent.
The Miz is almost a perfect adversary for me because we are so polar opposites. The one thing I do respect about Miz, he works very, very hard.
You and me, U.S. Championship match. Yes or no?
Yes. We had our first match against each other at Night of Champions 2010 for the United States title.
Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart, he's Mr. Money in the Bank, and he's the United States champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's lapel lock. Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States champion.
Miz was saving himself.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in the SummerSlam main event. And then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, The Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get The Miz moved to SmackDown Live, this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years. Even though Daniel Bryan did not have the best track record as an NXT rookie, I think a win tonight would make Daniel Bryan worthy of being a WWE NXT Pro. Don't you think? If Daniel Bryan ever becomes an NXT Pro, then there's a 1% chance I'll continue doing that show. What kind of weirdo would ever take advice from Daniel Bryan? That would be like a young announcer learning from you, Byron. What a stop! Good grief! I can't believe that Daniel Bryan even has a championship match here tonight. He basically quit NXT, becoming the first person eliminated. He is nothing more than a loser, like you, Saxton.
I agree with the end there, Cole, but the elimination may have been a blessing in disguise. While the rest of the NXT performers formed the Nexus, Daniel Bryan stood against their injustices in the main event of SummerSlam.
We discussed Daniel Bryan's last place finish on NXT back when he was on that show. Bro, am I glad he didn't win? Can you imagine this nerd in the main event WWE Championship match tonight, the NXT winner earned?
I can easily imagine it. Despite your thoughts, I believe that Daniel Bryan has many more main events in his future. I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side. Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
The two of you brought up Miz's former partnerships, and can I just point out the common element between Bryan and The Miz's old tag partners? Just like Bryan, they were all jealous of The Miz. Oh man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron. The Miz was able to get out of the way there.
Oh man, right to the elbow. Hyperextend your elbow. Look at this! Miz!
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star, and Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight.
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that put him. He forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Daniel Bryan always thought he was better than The Miz, but just The Miz is looking in this.
The Miz is doing all he can.
What a neck breaker. He's in complete control now. Now the old vicious head crank. Look at the torque. Oh, continuing to punish them. He's looking for the win. And a kick out, not even close on that. Not yet. Byron, you really ticked me off with that comment about The Miz being given opportunities like Money in the Bank. He earned those. And it's internet dark. And skull-crushing finale.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
Cover, cover. Yes, yes, The Miz wins. The Miz wins.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
Daniel Bryan gave it his all, but The Miz remains champion.
Look at The Miz. He's worked hard, he's charismatic, he's smart. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. And he's the United States Champion.
Well, Michael, he may not be one of those things if he lands in Daniel Bryan's LaBelle lock.
Bryan faced Miz in a submission match on Raw, and he made Miz tap faster than a heavy metal drummer. If that happens tonight, we'll have a new United States Champion. Miz is saving himself. I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. The guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high-pressure matches. What has happened to you, Corey? You've turned into another Saxton. Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was also trained by The Miz. Watch it, Miz!
He's definitely starting to lose it here.
You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potential. Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like
Here he goes.
he looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
Yes! Yes! The Miz wins! The Miz wins! These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
The entirety of Daniel Bryan's career in WWE, he's had a rival in the form of The Miz, and it's plain to see why, since the polar opposite stars have been forced to interact with so many points.
Michael, those two did not get along when The Miz was assigned to be Daniel Bryan's mentor. Bryan had much better wrestling skills, but The Miz argued that Bryan lacked charisma.
What a stomp!
Good grief.
The Miz is looking in this.
This might not have been a wise move for him here, Michael.
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Big rally. Nasty one right to the... Yes. Elbow drop. Right to the heart. Between his championship, his briefcase, and his media obligations, Miz is slipping just a little here. He'll bounce. This could be all she wrote.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
Why would anyone, please tell me, why would he forces his way free?
And he just has so much resolve.
Up the turnbuckle goes Daniel Bryan. He knows he's in trouble. He can't withstand one bit more. Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
It was March of 2000 when Daniel Bryan made his debut on the independent scene under the wing of Shawn Michaels, and we might see Bryan make his first stride. Cover here.
Yeah, I don't believe that he would win this match right there.
How in the world?
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
Look at this!
What a stop!
Good grief! Daniel Bryan took the Miz's spot at SummerSlam last month, and if he keeps this up, he'll take the U.S. title too.
Byron, the Miz is the future of the WWE. He has to win tonight.
Great height.
Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. And that briefcase is a near-guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan hasn't won a title here yet, but he's only been on the roster for 8 months. Give him time.
I just cannot believe the disrespect the Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? The Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my bro.
You on NXT? The two of you discussed Miz's longer title reign resume than
What happens if the Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Oh, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron? Could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble. And look at the Miz fight back. What a warrior. Oh! Great wherewithal from the Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry. Boom! The tides in this matchup. This is what I'm talking about. You guys brought up the Miz and Bryan's relationship with NXT. Obviously, Bryan can't learn any new moves from the Miz, but ironically, Bryan's actually the Miz. The Miz is calling for it. He doesn't want to do this outside the ring, and he's heading back in.
Drop kick with precision.
He's got him covered, and Daniel Bryan kicks out. Not even close.
And it's Bryan showing some agility.
You gotta believe this one's over. Oh, nasty impact. Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry. Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
Great effort, but he better save something for later in the match.
Well, that'll do some serious damage. This is all but over. Shoulders on the back. He's a long way from the 3 count, I can tell you that. Oh, wow. He's lining him up.
Bryan is not playing right now.
Boom! The Miz will destroy your face.
Here's his moment, Michael.
He's in trouble. Counter here.
What a scary drop. Now, oh boy, he is rolling.
Looking for a repeat. Neck breaker. That could be it.
And there it is, boys.
Nice takedown of Dan. Nice takedown. We'll lock it in. The little bell lock is in.
Warm up the bus. This one is over.
No, it's not over yet.
Wow, part of me thought he was going to tap, Cole. Torturous knee. Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.
Here we go. Daniel Bryan is in position.
He's teetering on the edge here.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line. The champion. 3. Yes, yes. The Miz wins. The Miz wins. And here's another peek of the moves he saw in that match.
He's getting after it here. Check this out. I remember this part very well. And this is how he ended it.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
Daniel Bryan gave it his all, but The Miz remains champion.
Bryan should rewatch this to see where he went wrong. But he does it on the TV.
This guy looks like he's ready to tear through the entire locker room. I wouldn't put it past him.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell finally rang to end this one.
The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start.
Oh, that hurt to the chest. Right across the back of the neck. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Oh, what an uppercut. Between his championship, his briefcase, and his media obligations, Miz is slipping just a little here. He'll bounce back. Boom!
Boom, what impact. And the referee starts his 10 count.
From behind. So much damage inflicted.
Daniel Bryan looking to attack from high.
Even though Daniel Bryan did not have the best track record as an NXT rookie, I think a win tonight would make Daniel Bryan worthy of being a WWE NXT Pro. Don't you think?
If Daniel Bryan ever becomes an NXT Pro, then there's a 1% chance I'll continue doing that show. What kind of weirdo would ever take advice from Daniel Bryan? That would be like a young announcer learning from you, Byron. Look out! Whoa! Hurricane Rana!
Unbelievable athleticism.
Looking for all the glory here. And the champ kicks out.
Nah, not yet. Too early.
Wow! Elbow! Goes down hard.
Beautiful technique.
Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat, he doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
Oh my gosh, who cares what Daniel Bryan eats or watches or what his dog's name is? He's great in the ring, and for the record, he showed a lot of personality when he called you out after his NXT elimination.
Please. Oh, the reversal by The Miz.
The majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Corey, that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan than they do The Miz.
Relate to Daniel Bryan? How can he relate to a guy who doesn't own a TV or eat meat? The Miz is going up.
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star, and Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight. He might have it.
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Mitt, he forces his way free.
Man, he just has so much resolve.
Uh-oh.
Watch that.
Oh, right off the second turnbuckle.
Face first.
Oh, a knee.
Lights out.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
When you look at this, simply amazing.
It looks like they both did their homework heading into this one.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. Daniel Bryan always thought he was better than The Miz, but just look at what he's done since dumping Daniel Bryan. He's defending the United States Championship on paper. Watch it, Miz!
Oh, that might have just broken something. Incredible.
The Miz is calling for it.
And see.
Skull-crushing finale!
He can end it here.
Daniel Bryan.
This could do it. Byron, you really ticked me off with that comment about The Miz being... Yes! Yes! The Miz wins! The Miz wins!
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
Daniel Bryan gave it his all, but The Miz remains champion.
Bryan should rewatch this to see where he went wrong. But he doesn't own a TV.
Look, I apologize for having to give everyone a dose of reality, but underdogs aren't expected to win. Daniel Bryan...
The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start.
You two brought up that acrimonious relationship between The Miz and Daniel Bryan. Miz abused Bryan, and Bryan fought back, taking Miz's spot in the SummerSlam main event, and then his United States Championship just a month later.
After laying dormant for a few years, The Miz and Daniel Bryan's hatred resurfaced in the infamous Talking Smack segment. After Daniel Bryan returned to action and pulled strings to get The Miz moved to SmackDown Live, you know this rivalry is far from over, even after 8 years.
Between his championship, his briefcase, and his meaty... Look at this! Miz! Is he done? He breaks out.
He's not done just yet, Michael.
Every title's on the line here tonight at Night of Champions. The Miz is no stranger to championships. At one point, he held the U.S. title and the Tag Team Championship simultaneously. And that briefcase is a near guaranteed WWE Championship win.
Okay, Michael, I know where you're going to go with this. I know what you're trying to lead to. Yes, Daniel Bryan.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
The two of you discussed Miz's longer title reign resume than Daniel Bryan, but I have to point out that, wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Bryan's in trouble. Gutbuster. He's in full control now. Take a look at this man. The Miz is a person the little children in this arena should look up to. I mean, you should look up to him as well, King. Big move coming. Wait for it.
Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career, but this is a decade-long journey for Bryan that could lead to his first taste of WWE gold here at Night of Champions.
Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not.
Lariat. Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
He's going for it all. Incoming.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
Man, Daniel Bryan is just playing with his opponent.
He's making a statement here with this attack. The two of you brought up Miz's former partner. Watch it. Miz. Neckbreaker.
The damage has been done.
Harsh impact.
He's flipped the switch, that's for sure.
Oh, this is dangerous right here. Look at this. The Miz with a nice reversal.
I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. And the guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high-pressure matches.
What has happened to you, Corey? You've turned into another Saxton. Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was also trained by The Miz. Quite frankly, Bryan should have listened to The Miz more, and maybe he would have won NXT.
Daniel Bryan offering some American and Japanese flavor right here.
You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan never could have won NXT. He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only quit because he would have been eliminated soon. Anyway.
And scene. Skull-crushing finale.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
The champion into the cover. And he got a near fall out of it.
Well, Daniel Bryan may be in bad shape, but he's not done yet.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Can he score the pin? He's got to be running on empty at this point.
I can't believe what we're seeing here. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
That's how you wear down your opponent. Oh, my goodness, this hurts.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
This may very well be it. Barely at 2.5.
Just barely, but it counts. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
The Miz is looking to end this.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
And he escapes this submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous. Slammed with authority.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Look out! And it's Bryan showing some agility. Oh, debilitating elbow drop.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Daniel Bryan is in position.
See if he takes the bait.
Whoa! Here's the pin. Title on the line. And Miz kicks out.
The Miz has done it all in this business, so he can escape from jams like that in his sleep.
When this guy's on, look out.
Oh! Ouch! The Miz's grasp on the United States Championship is slowly slipping away.
No! Miz can't lose here tonight. Not like this. Looking for the finish.
If he sticks this, he is done.
Slam. He wants it one more time.
Neck breaker.
Ouch.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line. 3. Yes, yes, The Miz wins. The Miz wins. Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Yeah, he's putting in the work. Check him out here.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
Daniel Bryan gave it his all, but The Miz remains champion.
Bryan should rewatch this to see where he went wrong, but he doesn't own a TV.
That was simply a case of one guy determined to prove his dominance over another.
And I'll tell you, the real... The Miz and Daniel Bryan have been polar opposites throughout their careers, making for a fierce rivalry. But the weird part is that the indie darling Daniel Bryan began in WWE as a protege of reality star The Miz on NXT.
Miz and Daniel Bryan were teammates in name only. You know, some NXT pairings, like myself and Dolph Ziggler, had excellent pro-rookie relationships. Miz and Bryan, however, hated each other from the very start.
What impact.
I don't know why anyone's surprised that The Miz and Daniel Bryan's relationship has come to this. The Miz can never keep an ally on his side.
Ain't that the truth? Every person the Awesome One has won the tag titles with has ended up hating The Miz. Remember the night after Extreme Rules when the Big Show's KO punch ended Show Miz?
The two of you brought up Miz's former partnerships, and can I just point out the common element between Bryan and the Miz's old tag partners? Just like Bryan, they were all jealous of the Miz. Daniel Bryan always thought he was better than The Miz, but just look at what he's done since dumping Daniel Bryan. He's defending the United States Championship on pay-per-view, formed a tag team with Chris Jericho, and defeated 7 men to win Money in the Bank.
Hey, and that's impressive, but if Daniel Bryan was given those same kind of opportunities, he could be a tag team champion and a Money in the Bank winner.
Boom! Byron, you really ticked me off with that comment about The Miz being given opportunities like Money in the Bank. He earned those, and it's internet darlings like Daniel Bryan who everyone expects to get the red carpet treatment.
Oh, internet favorite or not, Daniel Bryan doesn't seem like the type to ask for chances. He's going to take them, and if not, then he'll demand them while trapping you in the label.
The champion into the cover! And he doesn't stay down for long.
Not yet. Too early. This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star. And Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Oh, what impact.
You have to like his chances here. I think I heard a bone break.
No, he reverses it.
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes... And see,
Skull-crushing finale.
Now that's how you successfully defend your title.
Here's the cover. Yes! Yes! The Miz wins!
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, The Miz.
Daniel Bryan gave it his all, but The Miz